Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ. Dr. Shar, she's not in. Uh, I am want to talk about something, when it comes to money. I want to talk about the federal minimum wage. Should it be increased? Should they raise the federal minimum wage up? Okay. Uh, should they raise it up? Because whereas at now we know that you can't even afford the basic living expenses. You know, look at what's going on from income to gender and racial equalities. See, the current minimum wage is not high enough to allow people to afford housing, affordable housing, afford housing, not afford housing. What you think? You know, um, according to the National Low Income Housing Coalition, uh, a full-time worker needs to earn at least, let me see, an hourly wage of $25.82. Okay, on average to afford a modest two-bedroom rental home in the United States. Think about that, okay? Okay, if this is higher, eight, this is like an 18 hour. This is a higher than the federal minimum wage. 725, a full-time worker needs to earn an hourly wage of 21 dollars and 25 cents. You see the difference there on average in order to afford a modest rental income home, okay, in the US. So you see how it triple. You see what you need now, what's going on, how minimum wage is not, you can't survive off that. You remember times when it was like $5 an hour, 3.35 an hour. Remember that? That's what, so I think they should go ahead and raise it because when you look at it, families right now, uh, they don't earn enough pay right now when it comes to even buying food for childcare. When it comes to the 59% and the 59%, and the Hispanic family 52%, and 25% of white families, and 23% of Asian families that work full time year round cannot cover the basic needs. They said it, I was just, they took a survey. Families need to earn at least 11 or more an hour to cover basic costs. Okay, and like with black families, Hispanic families, because they're trying to base this on children, kids, children, 12 or more. Okay, think about it. If you raise the minimum wage, 91% of workers will benefit. Okay, it's just right now. It's because of the families. It's because of the income. Uh, like I said, most women and people of color. I mean, the federal minimum wage, it prevents them from meeting the basic needs like food, shelter, health care, family emergencies and expenses such as a car up to upkeep. Yeah, America, I don't get it. Um, these companies here, $1 billion companies ain't paying less taxes on, you know, they ain't paying much of taxes, y'all. They not paying no taxes. And the lowest they might pay is about 13%, 12% of taxes. Okay. William Buffett, a billionaire, his secretary was paying more tax than him. He had to reevaluate and say, wait a minute, that ain't right. Okay, think about it, okay? Tithes and offerings in the church, that helps out too. because God is the source of strength for pay tithes and offerings. And if you believe that, the Bible says God will help you in that area too, because you pay tithes and offerings. And people say, well, God don't need our money. He don't need our money, but you're still doing what his word says. That's the thing is, you're doing what his word says. And when you do that, God make ways for you. They're saying he wouldn't. He don't need your money. Just because he still help you, even if you didn't pay tithes and offering. But it just, by faith, you believe that God will help you pay tithes and offerings. God takes it. Believers, unbelievers, pay tithes and offerings. That's how I see. God has no respect of person. He reigns on the just as well as the unjust. Okay. So when you think about what's going on, look at this minimum wage. Okay. Look at this minimum wage. Okay. It's things when it's that low and gotta pick up kids from school and you ain't got gas money because to afford it all the time because your job is not paying you enough because it's minimum wage. If you raise it, it will bring a relief to people that's working. Trying to make ends meet. It'll help raising incomes. It'll help people. It change things in their lives. Because America right now is just greedy. Okay. All right. Think about it. Okay. America has been greedy for decades. Okay. Think about the ones that's not making minimum wage, and they're not really help. I say that's not prospering, or they're not even getting ahead. Okay, so we raise the minimum wage. You need to write your senator, your congressman, call down on the phone and say, hey, I'm making minimum wage, and when are you gonna raise this? I forgot, jobs ain't paying enough, to help family. I'm a worker, I just need y'all to raise this, minimum wage, federal minimum wage, and it's happening right now. Some people are just working for pennies now, free labor. When it comes, they pay you under the table now, to make a living because the minimum wage really don't do nothing for a lot of people. Okay, it's really bad. It's really bad. It is really bad. And someone says, well, if you raise the minimum wage, then you have inflation. Inflation. I was like, what? Inflation? Because because then you're taking away from who? The government? No. Those billionaires and those corporations, they can pay more than minimum wage. You have companies that do pay minimum wage, but the federal government don't. Still $7.25 now. That they went up, but probably not that much. Okay, all right, and it helps out. It helps out. It helps for the families. It helps people that are trying to get ahead. It helps out a lot. I don't know why that they won't raise the minimum wage. Why is it? Okay. And it will help reduce the federal budget deficit by lowering and spending on public assistance programs. That helps out. That's what it needs to be done. That what needs to be done. And that's what's happening right now. But it ain't done. I say that's what happening right now. No, it ain't been done. And you see, what's going on. You see people. You want them to raise that wage, y'all. Okay, ain't nobody getting nowhere like that. Ain't nobody making nothing like that. Okay, when you don't raise the minimum wage. Okay, all right. Think about what minimum wage is. What happened if you increase? Think about it. It's right. The things go up. Okay, people say, well, everything's gonna skyrocket. Things gonna go up. Cost of living, everything. So ever since we had this COVID-19, stuff has been going up. Inflation. I mean, it just went up right now. So yeah, but nothing for need the minimum wage. I say still need to be raised. Stop. Okay, okay. And some people always think about money when it affects things. It'll raise rents. Guess what? It might raise rent, but at least if you raise the minimum wage to a point where they can pay their rent, okay. So we're facing a battle here in America right now. We're facing a great battle in America right now with this minimum wage, okay? Yeah, we're facing a big battle. And I know nobody want to talk about it, and they might say, had in the comments about what what president, what they done, but still though, they ain't doing. How about that? They ain't doing. Okay. You remember they had food stamps and all that? Okay. They took out food stamps from people. Now they changing things now. Back then it was food stamps to help survive for food and stuff. When minimum wage was so low and people didn't have food in their home, and things have changed now. They cut out the food stamp programs, and they want people to go to work and work. But still though, they still need a higher pay, y'all. They still need a higher pay, okay? They still need a higher pay. And the minimum wage needs to be raised. There's a lot of disadvantaged teenagers, young adults, with less education, less experience now, and some of them right now probably getting get a job, and get discriminated over the pay. That's a lawsuit too. So that's happening. It's happening, especially if you're a person from another country comes to you. They could. Some people are so slick. Some companies are so slick. They'll pay you more. Yeah, they'll pay you more. Yeah, because they feel like you work for something more. So that's why you live in the country. I'm just saying that's how some people think. Okay. All right. I'm not thinking like. Just think that you need a job and you can do it. You can do it, and they pay you for it. That's what I'm talking about. Pay you for it. That's all. But I always baffle about if you increase the minimum wage, the cost of business, because the business won't be able to support, health care, all the stuff they're paying for, they're giving to you, and you work there, straight businesses and all that. Yeah. And people gotta be informed about how the government operates when stuff like this happen. They rather decrease your funding, for pay than to help you, so you can stay apartment home. That's what the federal government is. They don't want to pay. They don't want to raise that minimum wage up more. I don't see why not. See, we got people that are giving. They help. Some people helping out through the banks and all that. They're helping out. But that's good. Still though, raise the minimum wage will help out to a whole lot. Okay? They'll turn things around. They're already trying to put robots in the place of humans. When it comes to on assembly line for a big plant. They want to try to replace you. Robots. You have stores. Go in the grocery store. They trying to replace you with no more cash registers. Nobody ringing you out. You ring your own stuff out. Yeah, things has really changed. Yeah. Okay. So we got to be willing to, step up on our own so we can survive. But I'll tell you one thing, they need to increase the minimum wage. Okay? Increase it. Because none of them that's in the federal government, believe it or not, they're not making more. They're not making more, they're making higher wages. Yeah. So when people talk about, well, they can do this, they can do that. They don't know that. They don't know what that person can do. Okay. So you start trying to tell the person what they can do. Because if they may be handicapped or something, maybe they can. But are you going to discriminate against them because of the handicap that you have? Are you going to pay the more wages, the higher wage? Yeah. So I just want to talk about this today. Just been something that I've been seeing, comes to poverty and crime. People ain't got jobs to work, it's just, and there's little help when it comes to food banks now. And people in a job is going to pay them some money, minimum wage more, raise it up. I know you corporations, I'm like, well, we have to cut back on health care because we're spending too much, and these plans and stuff, and we can't afford it. But you're $1 billion industry. You mean to tell me you can't afford to help pay for your workers' health care and they work there. $1 billion industry, I don't get that. Yeah. So that's going on in America. Sorry about the people's migrants bumping into it. We know the church, the house, you go to the church, you get to the church. The little that you have, the money that you have from working, 10% that you're getting. But if you do that, in your heart, in spite of this minimum wage, it could be affecting someone, but pay your tithes and offering, 10%, believe God. And I guarantee you, you didn't make a minimum wage. I believe that be changed. I believe that you will survive. Because even though the minimum wage didn't change, but God will make a way for you, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are. God will make a way for you. So I just wanted to share that with you. How Reed has said in how people are in poverty now, and there's so much going on in America today. People being left out, Okay, they got to do smaller jobs, a little nothing, so they want to pay what need to be paid a better wage. A better wage, raise the minimum wage. Yeah, that's raise the minimum wage, federal minimum wage. It can help a lot of people. Yeah, yes, because they want to. The government wants to lower it. Wants to keep it lower. Okay. So I just want to share that with you because that was on my mind, and I want to talk about minimum wage. Yeah, need to be increased. Things need to happen. Okay, your legislators, your governor, state, your politicians in Congress, and those in the White House should be pushing for the minimum wage to be risen. Be paid more. been too long. Now, extra. And minimum wage, federal wage not went up. So, I just thank you all for listening to uh, Can't Catch a Break. This is always a history. The history of the Great Depression. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Delano Roosevelt. Okay, how things took a turn forward. Okay, all right. So we just thank God, for this lesson, this subject. I don't know, lesson, subject, topic. I always say that, when I come on. But anyway, I just thank you all for listening. I'd love to hear your feedback again. Love to hear your feedback again. If you need prayer, go to btwlife.com. Yes. So pray. So we thank you again for listening. Thank you for having a fantastic and wonderful day with y'all. Everyone out there having a fantastic and wonderful day in life before blessings. All right, thank you again. My name is DJ, y'all, and Dr. Shar. So, yeah, thank you, and have a great and wonderful life. Bye.